Test 1, 2, test 1, 2. Hi, guys. I'm just waiting for a few more people to get the live notification and jump on here, and we will get this party started. Okay, looks like live notifications are going out. We got people jumping on. Hello, everybody. This is Bridget with Horse Auctions USA. We are live at Southwest Horse Sale, Bush, Louisiana. It's time for the fall sale, guys. And what a lineup they have. Outstanding set of horses. Just a tick over 150 horses in the catalog and a great selection. Own sons and daughters. You want weanlings, yearlings, twos, threes, finished. We've got them. A really, really fantastic set of horses and a versatile set of horses. You pick a discipline, pick a breed. We've probably got you represented here. If you want gaited horses, we've got those. I mean, literally something for everyone. So the reason I'm on here tonight is, number one, to test our internet connection and our cameras and all that good stuff. This is pretty much the camera angle you guys will have tomorrow. I might raise it up just a little bit so we can try to get both of the far sides of the ring, but this will pretty much show you the whole shebang. The only thing we might battle with is a little bit of the sunlight coming in, as you can see on the open end of the barn, but I do think we will be okay. Schedule. People have been here all day. Horses have been riding. Everyone's been talking, buyers and sellers. It's a really great part of this sale is that you get an opportunity to really examine these horses. Tomorrow is the big event, sale day, right? Saturday. So we do have previews in the morning. I do sales all over the country. This sale has my favorite preview. They do an outstanding job on the previews. I'm going to be bringing it all to you live tomorrow. If you're watching this on the Southwest Horse Sale Facebook page, that's where you're going to catch the preview tomorrow. If you are watching this on my personal page, on Horse Auctions USA, on YouTube, the previews themselves will not stream on those platforms tomorrow. The reason is that we do this outside. I stream with my phone, and I can only stream to one page. So I'll be streaming directly on the Southwest Horse Sale Facebook page tomorrow for the previews. That starts at 9 o'clock Central Time for those of you watching out of the area. And again, I strongly encourage you to watch the previews, especially if you're going to be bidding online tomorrow. You will get an excellent look. It's a nice big outdoor arena if you've never seen the previews here before. If you want to watch these horses run the barrels or work cattle, they have live cattle. You really get an excellent opportunity. Susan, you're not going to hear this if you have no sound. You're going to need to click the microphone icon. Dwayne, I'm glad you can hear me okay. Everybody else, if you could pop in the comments and let me know if the audio is okay, that would be fantastic. I'm going to go ahead and change your view over to the computer screen so we can kind of go over the online bidding. But like I said, I just wanted to touch on the schedule. So 9 o'clock preview time tomorrow, and then 12:30. And we will start promptly at 12:30 on the horse sale, starting with hip number 1. Let me go ahead and change your view so that you're looking at my computer screen here. Thank you, Jason. That's what I needed to know. Let's do this. All right, now you guys you are looking at my computer screen. So the Southwest Horse Sale Facebook page, if you're not sure what that looks like, here it is, Southwest Horse Sale. It's a very popular page, lots of followers. So we do, from time to time with pages like this, get people that, like, as you can see, they have 36,000 followers, do get people that try to duplicate. So make sure you are on the original Southwest Horse Sale page, okay? This is what it looks like, and this is where the previews will stream live tomorrow. So if by some strange coincidence you do not already like and follow this page, go ahead and remedy that right now. So Online bidding. Let's talk about it. Where do you go? How do you do that? Again, I'm with Horse Auctions USA. If you have an iPhone or an iPad and that's what you're going to be using tomorrow, you can download the Horse Auctions USA app. It is free to download and it works beautifully. You do not have to be tech savvy in any way, shape, or form to utilize it. If you are an Android user, I'm so sorry, guys, our app does not work well with Android. It is not available. You folks will need to use your web browser. So if you're using a computer or using an Android, you guys, this will work in any browser, but I recommend Chrome. In your address bar, you are going to type bid, the word bid, B-I-D, like you're placing a bid, and then a period, horse auctions, and there's an S at the end of auctions, USA.com. Okay. When you do that, it's going to bring up this because, as our name implies, we're all over the place. Southwest Horse Sale is right here. So you are going to click on View Auction beneath that. Once you click that, it's going to bring this up. And this is basically an index of all the amazing horses that we have selling tomorrow. So you can kind of just scroll on down and see, what strikes your fancy. And then when you see one you want to know more about, if you click on it, you can expand. If they have a video, it'll say video. I do want to tell you, we had some late videos come in today. I had a pretty long drive here today, so those videos that came in today are not yet uploaded. I will have those in the catalog tonight, so definitely check back for new videos later tonight or first thing tomorrow. So let's say I want to know more about this fancy, fancy looking mare right here. I'm going to click on her, and that's going to expand her whole listing. It's going to give me all of her footnotes. If they have a video, like I said, it's going to tell you they have a video. That's going to be the second thumbnail down here. So you can either navigate with these little arrows to go through the videos and the pictures, or you can just click on them down here. Okay. So if I want to watch your video, there it is. Video. So that's a little bit about how to navigate. There is also a handy dandy little search bar here. So if you're looking for something specific, you can type it in there. But let's be honest, we're horse people. We want to see them all. So I strongly recommend that you just scroll on down one by one and check them all out. So let's talk about how we register to bid and then the bidding process itself. Up here in the corner, you see these little dots. This is your menu. So if you click on that, that's going to give you your login for our returning users. So if you've had an account with me before and you're just a little rusty about where do I get there, you're just going to click on that and sign in. Okay. If you're brand spanking new, you see how it says register to bid under each and every lot? As long as you are in Southwest Horse Sale, it does not matter which horse you click under, any horse in the sale. So go ahead and click register to bid. And that's going to bring up this little pop-up window. If you're brand new to Horse Auctions USA, you've not bid with me before at any sale, do not put your email and your password in here. That is for returning users. If you're brand spanking new, go down here to the bottom where it says no account, sign up here, and click on that. You're going to put in your first and last name, your email address, and a password and click continue. To complete your registration, you will have to put in your complete address, your phone number, and this is important, you will have to put in a credit or a debit card. You will need to agree to the terms and conditions of the sale, and those can be found under every lot here under terms. It's going to pop them up for you when you register as well. So make sure you familiarize yourself with those. When you've done all of that, put your card in and you are registered. Now, when you register, Horse Auctions USA is going to put a $500 pre-authorization on that card. It is not a charge, okay? It is just a pre-authorization to make sure that you are a real live human over the age of 18 and you can pay for any purchases that you make. That pre-authorization is going to fall off at the completion of the sale. This happens automatically on my end. When it's going to show on your bank's end is entirely dependent on your bank, and it's something I have zero control over. For most of you, that's going to be the next business day, which of course will be Monday. For some of you, it might be another day or two. And again, no control on my end over that. It's up to your bank. Just know at the end of the day, if you register to bid and you don't buy anything, it doesn't cost you anything, okay? Depending on your mobile banking app, you might get a notification that there's a pending charge. And don't panic, okay? Again, it's going to just kind of hang out there as pending. That's how pre-authorizations work. And then it's going to fall off like it was never there. So just be advised that that's going to happen. Let me go ahead and get into my bidding account. So remember, I mentioned my returning bidders. So for you to sign in, you're going to go ahead and put your email and your password in. And if you forgot your password, there is a handy dandy little forgot your password reset link. So you can click on that. Now, if you do that and you check your email in about 10 minutes and you still don't have a reset link, it's almost always because when you first signed up, you may have misentered your email. You would not believe how often that happens. So anyway, If you forgot your password, you try the link and it doesn't work, all is not lost. If you will text me with your name and the email address you registered with and that you forgot your password, I'll fix it for you. My phone number can be found all over the site, but it's 336-904-8903. So again, forget your password and you can't get it to reset. If you will just text me, I will get you back up and running in a jiffy, okay? So now I'm registered to bid and I am logged in. And how do I know that? I know I'm logged in because my name is up here, right? There I am. I know I am logged in and looking at a sale I'm registered for because all my little handy register to bid buttons now say bid. Okay, those are now my active bid buttons. There's two different ways to bid on this platform. We're going to go over both of them. You can watch tomorrow live in real time and place your bids, or you can place absentee bids eBay style and let the computer do the heavy lifting. We're going to go over why you might want to use that after we go over the live bidding. Let's for just a moment pretend that it is officially 12:30 on Saturday and we want to bid live. We're going to get here. We're going to click on, I'm going to click on 0, but you would click on lot number 1 tomorrow, the first lot. So you're going to make sure you're logged in. Yep, I'm logged in. I'm going to click on this lot and you see this little view live. I'm going to click on that. And it's bring up the broadcast. I'm going to mute that. So there's your video. So you'll be able to watch. Can you make this full screen? Yes, on a computer, you absolutely can. But I want you to notice that when you make the video full screen, your bid button goes away. Okay. So just be aware that when you do that, you lose your bid button. So if you want to like zoom in and get a better look, you can maximize it, but you'll need to minimize it to get back to the bidding screen. Okay. So this is where you're going to watch and place your bids. If there's a registered horse in the ring, you know, and our pedigree reader has read that all off to you and you're like, what did he say again? There'll be a picture of the papers down here. So you can always switch down here and click. I'm like, I just wanted to look at, you know, and who is he by again? You can click on the papers and then switch back to your live view. Okay. So you can click on any of the pictures that are there and come back to the live. You can go back and forth. So when we're live, we're bidding. I know some people have a hard time keeping up with the auctioneer's chant. Like you're going to hear our pedigree reader just like you hear me right now. But then when the auctioneer starts doing his thing, some people kind of get hung up on trying to understand every single sound coming out of the auctioneer's mouth. And part of it is a chant. So there's not anything there you need to understand. What you really need to worry about is the dollar figure he's asking for, right? That's the nuts and bolts of it. My job is to keep up with him. So you just keep your eye on this number, okay? I'm going to keep up with the auctioneer and it's going to tell you. So the horse is in the ring. Let's pretend he's asking for $12.50 and I want to bid that. So I'm going to click bid. See how it says confirm bid? I have not placed my bid yet. This is very important. If you do not click confirm bid, your bid will never come through. Why is it that way? Because we do not want an accidental bidding. Nothing good has ever come of that. Which brings me to another point. A lot of people who watch with a pet or a small kid, which of course, you know, especially if you've got little ones, they'll want to watch the horses too. Make sure you're paying attention to their hands, all right? Because if they go to slapping around and bid, confirm bid, you have in fact bid, and you're responsible for the bids, whether your dog pushed it or your kid pushed it or whatever. So just kind of be cognizant of that. So I'm going to click again to confirm my bid. Bam. I know it took my bid, and I know it because it says I'm the high bidder and I got little stars here. And I'm going to talk to you guys too as you're bidding. So I'll say like, John, you know, I'm with John, or Rose, you're out, right? I'll talk to you guys and let you know. A lot of times 2 of you will come in at the same time. And so you're like, well, I just bid $12.50. Is that me? And I'll say, you know, I'm with Rose, John, you're out. Or, you know, John, Rose beat you. You know what I mean? I'll talk to you guys so you know what's going on. So when we're live, that's the big take home. You got to click twice. The other big take home point is this. It's an auction, fast paced, right? Don't drag your feet getting your bids in. I am hardwired into the internet here and it's a pretty good signal. So we don't have any actual lag or delay on my end. Facebook and YouTube has a pretty good lag, about 20 seconds, just because those platforms have that because they buffer the feed. But on the online bidding site, there is no lag. So we're in real time. I have no control over what kind of service you're in. So make sure if you're bidding live tomorrow, you are bidding from a place of excellent service with fast speeds, okay? And make sure that you get your bids in as quick as you can. Once our auctioneers say sold, then that's it, right? The fat lady has sung, it's over. I can't take your bid. I mean, every sale, everywhere I go in America, at least once during the sale, it happens to someone. And I hate to see someone miss out on a horse. So make sure you're in fast speeds. Make sure that you don't drag your feet placing your bids. Now, how about that absentee bidding I was talking about? Why would we use it? Well, the obvious reasons are maybe you just can't watch live tomorrow. Maybe you have to work and your boss frowns upon horse purchases on company time. Pretty hard to argue that. Maybe your child has a sporting event, you got a family function, you got something that prevents you from watching live. That's an obvious one. The less obvious one is this. What I just said about watching from a place of good service. If you live in rural America, you may very well have slower internet service, right? And that can cost you the horse if you're bidding live. So for my bidders, a lot of my regular bidders, what they choose to do, if that's the case, they place those absentee bids. They still watch live. Just because you place an absentee bid doesn't mean you can't still watch and jump in and bid live if you need to, if you need to increase something or change something. But by placing that absentee bid ahead of time, it kind of takes that unknown out, right? Like if your internet all of a sudden dogged down at home and of course it's going to happen right when your favorite horse comes in. So that might be an option. How do you place those bids? Next to, I'm going to get out of the screen for just a second. You see how next to all the bid buttons, there's a little drop down arrow, right? If you grab that drop down arrow, it's going to bring this up, create a max bid. That's what we're talking about. So this is the most you want to spend on the horse. Don't be afraid of this option, guys. Some people ask, was the computer just going to start me? Like if I put in a $10,000 max bid, is the computer going to start there? No. You may have noticed if you scroll through here that all the horses have a default starting bid of 1,000. Now, some of these horses are certainly going to start significantly higher than that. It's just the automatic default start bid. The computer is going to put you in. If I put $10,000 in here right now, it's going to start me at 1,000, or in this case, 1,250, because someone already placed a bid. It is not going to take you up from 1,000 until somebody else bids. And then it's only going to increase by $250 at a time, right? And it's only going to do it as it needs to keep you in the lead. I'm going to place a pretty low max bid on this practice bidding lot because I would encourage my new bidders to use this practice bidding lot. I'm going to place that max bid. Now, here's what I want you to see. The computer took my maximum bid and it tells me that, right? You see right here, it's acknowledging I have a maximum of 5,000. I was already the high bidder on this horse at 1,250. And guess what? I'm still sitting there at 1,250 and I am going to stay right there at 1,250 until one of you comes along and bids against me. Okay. So that's how that works. Same thing. So if nobody bids, absentee bids before the horse comes in the ring, then I'm going to sit there until the horse comes in the ring. Okay. And then if the floor knocks me out, so be it. So that's how you use that option. A note I want to make about that absentee bidding. If you place an absentee bid, the computer flashes me a little sign saying that John has a bid, right? It tells me that you've got a bid there. So I know that someone has got bidding that's going to be happening. The computer's going to be bidding for them. And that horse that John has bid on comes in here and the guy says, oh, by the way, he cribs at feeding time. And that information was not here. And that horse is right up before that horse stepped foot in the ring. I'm going to delete any absentee bids at that time. Okay. And the reason for that is you place that bid with the information that was here. And when something happens that changes this information, I'm not going to hold you to that bid. Okay. So if a horse comes in and an announcement is made like it cribs, or the horse comes in and it's limping, or they call it to need maintenance and it didn't say it needed maintenance here, I'm going to remove any absentee bids. Now, a lot of my absentee bidders, again, place them and then are watching live, and it'll light up next to your name if you're watching live. So I'll say something like, hey, John, this horse is a cribber, so I'm going to take your bid out. If you're good with it, you can go ahead and replace your bid. I'm not doing it to cost you the horse, guys. I'm just doing it so you don't get a surprise you didn't know about. Okay. So that's a little bit about how to use the online bidding platform. Again, my name is Bridget, 336-904-8903. If you have any questions whatsoever about online bidding, I am a call or a text away. Once we start tomorrow, it's text only if you need to reach me. Okay. I can't answer the phone and run everything. And also I can't hear up here. While you can absolutely register to bid in the middle of the sale, it does not matter if we are 100 horses in. I would strongly encourage you to register to bid prior to the start of the sale. That way, if you do run into a snag or you need some assistance, I'm free to help you with my undivided attention. Again, I'll be doing the preview tomorrow morning. So if you register between 9 and noon tomorrow and you run into a snag, just send me a text. I'll give you a call back just as soon as we are done the previews. I'm going to go ahead and switch your views back to the ring in case I've got any questions I need to answer. And if not, I'm going to get off of here and I'll let you guys get back to your evening. Let's see here. Any questions? Great. Okay. That's it. That's all. Thank you, everyone. looking forward to a fantastic sale here at Southwest tomorrow in Bush, Louisiana. We would love to have you join us in person if you've never come out. It's a beautiful facility. John and Angela are great people, great set of horses, and it is always a great time. And also, it's Louisiana. We got great food here too, so let's not forget about that. If you can't join us in person, though, you don't have to miss a thing. You can catch every single bit of tomorrow online with us. Thank you, everyone. Have a wonderful night. We will see you tomorrow, 9 o'clock previews on the Southwest